Hi guys, welcome back to the Magics of Life channel, and this evening I want to share with you my happiness. Finally, I got this book from publisher. This is my first book written this year, and my fourth book in general, and my third book written being a co-author. Okay, this book was written by 77 people from 13 different countries. Just imagine how much of life experience. And this book is dedicated to our mothers. And it's called Our Mothers Stories Written by Life. I love this book so much. When I got it, I was sitting and reading like book maniac or something like this. And today I want to make with you unusual reading, let's say, unusual channeling. This sort of channeling going really well with my Russian speaking auditory at Instagram. We going live and we using books, such kind of books where experience of many people, their life stories generated. We using to give people some guidance, to give people some hints, okay? And this one I want to try to with you and see how it will go with this video. But first I want to share with you how we will be using this particular book, how we will be working with it. With my Russian speaking community, we will be using this to heal matrix energy number 20. This energy responsible for your ancestors, for your connection with your family, with your ancestors, so for as well responsible for you channeling information straightforward from your angels. And this is very important to know which ancestral patterns you need to heal. There are two ways how can you know, how can you figure out, even three ways. First one way, but it's not working with majority of you. You should know your ancestors up to 7 generations. You know, like you should know all your ancestors, who they were, what they were doing, and so on, so on. Unfortunately, in modern society, you only know what your mom, dad were doing, how their life went, your grandparents, and maximum you know your great-grandparents' destinies, and not all of them. So 3 generations, 3 important generations, they sort of hidden from you, and karma represented by these generations, it's usually heaviest and need to be solved in the first turn. So if you don't know scripts, if you don't know destinies, if you don't know ancestral mistakes, you like a blind kitten in this life, because every 8-9 years programs, such every year changing programs. First one, original program, you coming into this life with your karmic tail program and you working on it. But next year it shifted with one of as a karmic program of your ancestors, which you need to fulfill, exams that you need to pass. But often happens so you come into exam, they asking you questions and you was distracted and you haven't heard the question, and you have no opportunity, no possibility to answer it because you haven't heard it. How are you supposed to answer this question? How? You haven't heard it, and you're not allowed to ask it again, to clarify it. So what to do? And you start mumbling something with hope that it might be the answer they needed from you. You start mumbling, and of course you're diving deeper and deeper and deeper, involving deeper with this heavy karma, instead of sowing it and going further, moving further freely, free from these karmic burdens which you inherited from your ancestors. But instead, because you don't know their mistakes. How you can learn? Okay, studying your family tree, studying your family stories. This is the first way, most difficult. Second way, how you can learn it. This is advanced matrix calculation, where I am calculating 7 programs for 7 generations in your family tree. And you know which exam in which particular year you will be sewing. And if you won't be sewing it in the right way, you will be stepping on the same bomb again and again and again, each 9 years here. Each 9 years. You will be stepping over same bomb. But if you know them, if you can detect it, spot it in your life straightforward, then you can give a right reaction to it. You can react in the right way. And after you reacting in the right way, after you make right choices, you will be getting some bonuses, some awards, closing this karmic task. And you will have more and more happy years instead of sad years. So second way is by ordering your advanced matrix, which built based on your name, surname of your parents, and we calculate in this program, these karmic exams for 7 generations. And as well as your own karmic exams and karmic exams which person in your family tree sort of mirroring you. You got in this way of, I will be explaining this later, how this happens, that you get in this person who, in your ancestral tree, which mirroring your destiny in a way. This is not for right now topic, but this is the second way. How can you? But not all people have money to go and pay and for this sort of calculations. So guys, for those people who still want to work on the ancestral karma, we offering this sort of activity. Google in internet this family tree 7 generations hymn. It's pretty simple, and write down on a piece of paper all females in your family, which destiny you don't know, you're not aware of. And then what we doing with Russian speaking community, what we are doing with Russian speaking community here. You need to choose for each of these females in 7 generations. You need to choose here a page from, let me tell you, from page 13 to page till page 338. Choose for each one a page and drop in the comments which pages you have chosen. And I will be opening randomly page you named, and like with method of a magical finger, will be selecting for you a sentence which describing your family pattern, which repeated over generations, a resource or maybe problem you need to work with. If you already closed bad karma for this lineage, for this generation, for this ancestor of yours, if you already closed this heavy bad karma, then guys, of course, we will be channeling something good for you, some nice sentence of something good. If it's still a problem, of course, there will be some sort of negative sentence with which you need to work. Anyway, it's gonna be a hint, at least hint. And I will be making this for first 10 of you. in the comments, so you can work on your ancestral karma. It's like private, it's equal, like private reading, you know, very equal. For those of you who maybe got upset with not winning at giveaway, some of you I have seen got upset because of this, wanted badly to win some sort of private reading. Those of you who have no interest in working with your ancestral karma and healing your lineage, you can still get some sort of advice or recommendation or hint from this book. Just drop me a number or page in the comments below, just one page. Those of you who are working with your ancestors, with your lineage, you please drop me set of pages for those females of your family about whom you know zero. Okay, those of you who want just a hint, recommendation from universe, just drop me one number, one page. So this way we will be working. And those of you who are working with lineage, for you it's 10 people, only for 10 first people I'm gonna do this. And for those of you who just want to get one page as a recommendation, maybe as advice on their dream, on their wish, or any sort of message, on any sort of question you're interested in, just drop one page. This is unlimited. As I'm having free time, I will be answering all of you and providing you with translated sentence from this book, especially for you. So this way I offer you try new sort of reading, like reading prediction, not by cards but by books, because again this is very powerful book. 77 different people. It's not like Romeo and Juliet written by only one person, or any other novel written by only one person. 77 different experiences, okay, 77 different destinies, okay. So guys, this is really interesting, and my Russian speaking community, they love this way. They always waiting for new book like this, because they can't wait to work with it. Those of you who interested in my story, you can try, you know, those of you who trying to develop the psychic abilities, gifts, you can try to guess at which pages my story is in this book. It will be really interesting if any of you will be able to guess in the right way. You have only one attempt, because when I made similar in community section here at YouTube, when I made similar for question which year was my picture with tarot taken, one person was, you know, like numerous responses, and no, it should be limited. I understand, like one guess, and that's okay, one guess for each of you. And we'll see, maybe I will decide to award someone of you who, if someone guess luckily at which page is my story in this book, maybe some of you will win something. No promises so far, guys, but I think this is really interesting exercise for those of you who are working on their psychic abilities and trying to develop, maybe to train their intuition, so you can like make a guess, like post your page which you're interested in, and next you can post your suggestion at which page is my story here in this book. I'm really curious if someone will be able to guess it in the right way. Okay, so you're welcome to do such attempts, to make such attempts. And those of you who interested about what my story is about. You can go visit my Instagram. I'm giving you a glimpse there at my Instagram, telling a little bit about my story in this book. And now, most delicious, I want to share with you from this book my impressions and stories I liked the most. Stories I liked the most. First of all, whenever I am getting a book written, being a co-author, like this collective book, whenever I'm getting a collective book, first thing I'm doing, I am going to the content page and searching for male names here. 77 authors here, but only 2 stories about mothers written by male authors. Okay, only 2 of them in this book. And of course, I start reading with these stories because I'm always curious. This is not typical activities for men to participate in projects like this, but I can imagine how happy their mothers are, to get this, such heartwarming gift. It's really unique. It's really so precious, and I'm so excited by this man who's so brave and so talented to share their stories. That's really, really great. By majority, again, females writing stories. Male usually not very talkative. That's us females, we need to chat like 30,000 words a day. To feel happy, to stay happy. And of course, we have many more words to share. Men usually not that talkative, but whenever they writing, it's really impressive. So I want to share with you stories, two stories which I really love and appreciate here briefly. One written by Vadim Zaleski, and he wrote about his childhood in this book and his experience of kindergarten. When he was at kindergarten, and whenever he felt bored, he started telling stories to his mates from kindergarten about yellow parrot which lives at his home, and about adventures of this parrot with other birds from his balcony and other animals, and so on. So his vivid imagination. And even these nannies in kindergarten, whenever they want to have some time for themselves to gossip or something, they were calling him, asking Vadim, okay, you should start telling about this yellow parrot again, because this time they were having the gossip time while he was entertaining the other kids. And once his mom came to pick up him from the kindergarten after work, and one guy from other kids asked her, is it true that Vadim is telling about this yellow parrot of yours? He is telling us these stories. Do you really have a yellow parrot living at your balcony? And here you can understand this, that the boy's heart, it went down, because he expected what we're expecting from adult people, like being like sober-minded, let's say, not believing in any crap and telling truth straightforward. But here what the mother did, she said, well, yeah, I know this yellow rabbit. At times he is coming from a fairy tale land to our balcony. Yes, I know this yellow parrot. I know this yellow parrot. And she supported her son, like, even though it was first time she heard about them having yellow parrot. But her reaction was, it was so smart. She said, yeah, I heard, I know he is coming, he's flying from fairy tale forest to our balcony at times, and he is saying hi to all of you. Just imagine. And he was so happy. Even though mom heard this for the first time, that they are owning a yellow parrot. That they're owning a yellow parrot. She heard for the first time. She might say, wait, what? Yellow parrot? Avadim, are you serious? You thought so? How can you? Do you know that to lie isn't good? He may start this in front of other kids, but she didn't let him down. She didn't let him down. And that's what is making family a family, actually. And when I read this story, I understand that, okay, me probably same type of mom. Being tete-a-tete with my kid, I might have a conversation like, listen, what it was right now in the kindergarten, what it was. But in front of other people, your family having your back 100%. This is how it should be. This is how it must be. So I was so excited, when I read this story. I was like, bravo to this mom. Like, I should stand up and say bravo, because not all mothers can act like this with their kids. Some might say, wait, what a delirium, you talking to your group mates. What, yellow parrot? We don't have yellow parrot. This is insane. What you just say now? Are you delusional? Never. So he felt so happy and so grateful, and he felt that his mother, whatever, have his back. And this provides a security for a child and stability which a child needed. So that was just amazing story. I loved the story so much with all my heart. And another story written by other men in this book, which excites me as well. Let me tell you an author. Yes, and just imagine how many interesting stories like this in this book. You never tired to read. And you feel like during this quarantine time, I'm a person who loves networking, who loves to meet new people from different countries and places. And reading this, it's like knowing other people better, getting to know them better, to establish a connection with these people, especially because all of us sharing some sacral memories or some sacral experience here. And another one, let me tell you the author. Where was this? Another male story. Okay. Give me a few moments. I remember it was after Vadim's. Yeah, no, next. Artyom Nastich, My Guardian Angel, his story, the name of his story, My Guardian Angel. And he's sharing a story about his mom. When he was in school, he was doing sports, some athletics there, and wanted to become a professional sportsman. And in conversation with her friends, his mom mixed a title for her son, like candidate of sports and so on. They have a lot of different titles, and she mixed a title. And in order for his mom not to be a liar, not to look like a liar, in a short period of time, he almost died. From his recollection of memories, but of course it's allegorical. I mean, like, but he worked really hard to in very short period of time to get this title in sports. He worked really. He wrote that I was doing like things which, looking back now, I look at them as almost impossible things to do, just in order not to make his mom look like a liar, that she said one title and actually that he is a smaller title in a sport, smaller achievements. She just mixed, because females, we don't understand very much about sports. That's not our interest, okay? For majority of us, it's not our business interest. Or and she just mixed things. We have a lot of things on our mind, so she just mixed things. But in order not to make her look like a liar to her friends, in a very short, like half year, he achieved this title. He was working for like 4 hours extra, but he achieved this title. So his mom could be proud and could say this, you know, with no back thoughts, with no worries if someone discover she is telling truth. So that's just amazing how son can do for his mother, what he can do, you know. That was just a really great story. I loved this another story so much as well, like what we are doing and what we should do for our mothers. That was such a sweet story. I loved so much. So guys, I invite you to explore this wonderful book with me. I offer you such sort of activity here. Those of you who want to know about the ancestral programs, who want to dive into it, please go discover Family Tree 7 Generations in Google. Scheme prepare females, your female ancestors in each lineage, number 4, 5, 6, and get your recommendations, get your divine knowledge from universe. Those of you who just having some problems or questions on their mind, going on and on constantly, you can drop just one page and get your answer as well. I will be translating for you. Again, I should remind you, we using from the page 13 to the page 338, any in this, between this amount, okay? You can name any of these pages here for yourself. And those of you, one winner who first of you gonna guess it right, at which page is my story, in this book, this person will get a surprise gift from me. What it will be, I haven't decided yet. It will be a surprise. I love surprises. I hope those people who will participate will love it as well. So for this evening, such unusual video for this channel. I understand, no celebrities, drama, no pick cards, but a very beautiful, wonderful alternate way, you know, to explore and to find answers for your questions, guys. So I hope you will be happy with my offer, as I am happy with my book, holding it, finally, my book. Okay guys, I really hope to see you soon in my next videos, and I will be waiting for your comments. Bye bye.